How are we doing, guys? Welcome back to episode number 30 of our West Ham United Karuma. We're going to start things off with another Moose's Mailbag, where I address your comments from the last few episodes, as well as any questions that you have submitted. First things first, I did ask you in the comments of the last episode to let me know what you thought we should do with the remaining about 5 million or so of funds that we do have left in the budget, with about 3 odd weeks remaining in the transfer window. And for the most part, you guys either said in the vote to sell a few players and maybe buy one big player to come in, or save the money. However, when I actually got player suggestions, it was a suggestion on what player to buy if I used about the 5 million of money. So we'll first address things like that. We're going to go to our first comments from Kino. He says, tough opening result in what was an even game, but Gortz is a big signing. It should be incredible. Possibly Noble's end as a starter. I think you can use an extra left back, but if you're happy with Medine and he has high potential, I'd just use him instead of bringing in someone like Mings. So I would bank the funds and use them in January. We then got Aquaman. Thank you so much for the comments, as always, Aquaman. Think we got to be patient and bank the funds for now, considering how good our squad was last season and the couple of guys we've brought in. We have some depth. And he also thinks, I had talked about this before, he thinks Callum Wilson can really bounce back and have a more consistent season. He should get some chances in the cup games to see if he can prove his worth as a striker. And he also said Rolando Aarons is great value for the price. And that was the couple of comments I did here, was to say, take a look at Rolando Aarons. We take a look at Prime here. He also said with the money we have, Rolando Aarons would be a good pickup. He's got the pace. So we'll have to wait and see. We have a ton of wingers. There's no doubt about that. It's one of the positions where I feel we're really stocked up. So we'll at least inquire about him and see what we can take a look at. As far as a left back or anything we might be interested in, I really like Medine. I think our fullbacks play well above their ranks, and Medine as well has potential to be special. So I'd love to get him trained up. I think we'll actually give him all the training in this next episode and see how far we can get him to progress his rating, because I think he's going to be an absolute stalwart for our team in the future. And finally, into the mailbag. These come from SportsFreak96. SportsFreak, thank you for the questions. He says, how do I feel about Ceballos and how he did in his first season? I thought he was decent. He's very technical, got great skill on the ball, but he doesn't have overarching pace, so he has to use those technical abilities to really outwit defenders, which is why he wasn't great in a winger position, but I think in a central attacking midfield position, he might do a little bit better. Do we think we can challenge for a European Champions League spot? I think European place, that is where we have to be. Champions League, if we get off to a great start, which obviously we've lost our first match, so we haven't necessarily, but if we get off to a really strong start, we could maybe hold on to a top 4, maybe 4th would be the best that I think we could achieve. If we could do that, that would be unbelievable. Now, striker and center mid were our main priorities. Do we think it's a good idea for some depth at fullback? Like I said, we have very talented young fullbacks that I want to train up and see if we can get them to progress, especially because we have some solid veterans in the starting position in Vanderveer now and Aaron Cresswell, who can really be counted on game in and game out. So if we can bring in those young guys and just let them get some experience in the cups and things like that, I think that's where we're going to be well suited. And finally, a player recommendation. He says James Madison from Coventry City, center mid. He's actually gone to, I want to say, Manchester City. I'd have to take a look just to be sure, but he's actually already been transferred in this window. I'm pretty sure Manchester City snapped him up, so unfortunately we won't be able to get him. But that's going to be it for Moose's Mailbag in this episode. As always, guys, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and they'll be included in the next Moose's Mailbag. But as always, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and let's get into the rest of the episode. How are we doing, guys? Welcome back to our 30th episode of the West Ham United Karuma second season summer transfer window. You can see here what we have pulled off already. We've brought in Paulo Dybala, Andre Carrillo, and Gregory Vanderveer on freeze. Dybala we bought for a little over 20 million. We've also brought in Leon Goretzka now for 12.5 million. We've sold Mara Zarate and Matt Jarvis, and we've let a few players go out on loan so far. We're going to try and do a bit of business, but first things first, we do have a match against Bournemouth that we have to take care of. Alright, so here's the lineup we'll be running out against Bournemouth. We'll still have Dybala up top looking for his first goal. Payet just behind him. Antonio has come in for Korea, who was very poor the first game. I thought Antonio was good. He'll be on the wings with Morales. Noble and Chiante and holding midfield. Goretzka will be on the bench, so we might see him make his debut. Cresswell, Ogbonna, Reed, Vanderveer across the back line, and Jack Butland in goal, of course. So let's come out, do a job, get our first win of the season. So we take a look at Vitality Stadium. Unfortunately, in the rain. Players to watch. Max Grado. We know he's got plenty of pace going up and down the wing. He'll be opposite Kevin Morales. Oh, here's the Bournemouth line. They have Ryu in goal. Francis Cook, Elphick, Daniels across the back line. Richie, Gosling, Sermon, Grado we'll have to watch out for, as well as Tomlin, who scored a ton of goals against us last season. Bournemouth, they like to play an attacking brand of football, and they get off to a good start. Early chance goes awry for Tomlin. Oh no, but he's gotten through. Can he find Pyatt if he can time it right? Dimitri through. Place it in. Dimitri. Oh, side netting. First chance was a lovely one. Oh, Dybala, lovely dribbling. Pyatt, if he can get the ball through, he has it. His first real chance for West Ham. It's straight at the keeper, Morales. Oh my word, we should be up 2-0. Oh my goodness. Vandervelde doesn't clear it. And at the back post, I think that was Richie. Shocking defending. And we've dominated the whole first 20 minutes. And Bournemouth are still 1-0 up. Oh, he skipped around. We're in trouble. Butland at the near post. Sucks. And it's 2-0. And I am just fuming right now. I can't even begin to talk about just how poor things have gone. Gotta be saving it, Butland. Butland with just a heroic save. That's another time one of their wingers has smoked us out wide, put a dangerous ball in, and Butland, that is an, I mean, it's right on, but still an unbelievable save. Oh, Noble's come away. Foul, surely. No, he wants it anyways. Bang it, Mark. Cross the face, a goal. All right, so Morales has been poor in the first half, so we're going to bring Lanzini on, shift Pyatt out wide, and see if that can change things up for us just a bit. Lanzini, oh, he's barged his way through. Lays it back to Chianti, who can score. What a save by the keeper. Pyatt from range. If he can hit it, it's deflected. Out for a corner. We're finally looking a bit more cohesive here. Back post. This is just ridiculous. Cresswell is getting absolutely mugged off. He's been horrible. He's not even going to start. We're playing Medina the next match. I don't care what it is. League, Cup. Gradel again causing the havoc. Vandervelde marks him pretty well, but he puts a really good ball in, and Butland can't keep it out. And Dybala has to come off due to injury, so this has gotten even worse. We're going to have to bring Carroll on up top and just see out the rest of this match. Antonio making a weaving run. If you can find Carroll. On his left peg. Great strike, and Ryu with a really nice save. Carroll's won the ball. Antonio, he's missed an absolute sitter. And Noble's done really nothing today, so we're going to see that Gortska debut that I talked about. Just see if he can add anything to the team here in the final 20 minutes. Get us at least back in the game and maybe win himself a start in the next match. Carroll's got Lanzini through. He's beat the keeper. I don't have words for what just happened. It's an empty net. And Zini crossed the shapes to shoot, and he can't buy one. So there's full time. 3-0 loss. About the most downbeat possible result that we could have had. An absolute shocker of a performance. Bournemouth, we dominated possession really throughout the match. They drew it back late in the end there because they just ping-ponged the ball around as they do in Legendary. It's a bunch of BS. But I thought we had really good chances. We missed a couple of sitters. Lanzini should have scored to at least give us back a little bit of, you know, hope, things of that nature, but just wasn't to be. Player ratings wise, no question who my man of the match was. Cheku Chianti was unbelievable in the center of the park for us. Players that got good ratings I thought were terrible. Cresswell was awful. Really didn't play well. I thought our second man of the match, Musa Hammer, has to go to Lanzini. I thought he was very, very good. And third, then, I think would go to Andy Carroll. As soon as he came on the pitch, it gave us a little bit of emphasis, a little bit of something going forward. So he played very well as well, I thought. All right, so like I said, a bit of training. We're going to train Medina. He's going to get 3 sessions. We're also going to get Gortska into the training as well as Aldair and see what he can do here. Aldair's gone up to 73, Medina up to 76, so already a bright start to our training. And Dybala, we can see he's bruised his shoulder. He'll be out for 9 days, so not as bad as we might have originally thought, but we will miss him for about a week and a half. And And we can see Liverpool have went for 9, going for 30.5 million. So that's a huge buy for them in the center of midfield, especially losing Coutinho. Granada said they don't want Sacco. Mine said they'll spend 9.275 on Sacco. Wow. Decent purchase. Well, we have Carroll, we have Dybala, so I'd be willing to offload a striker. If they'll give me 10 million for Diafra, as much as I love him and think he's a great player, if they give me 10 million, we'll let him go. Oh, here we go. This could be it. Let's see what mine said. They don't want him for 10. 0.725 million pounds. 725k, that's what threw them off of Sacco. It's a shame. Oh, we got a Wales down. I'm actually going to drop the Wales job so we can focus here on West Ham. Alright, so as we head into the match against Crystal Palace, we're going to look to bounce back here at home. We're going to start with Andy Carroll up top. Dybala will be on the bench, but he's not fully fit yet, so we'll use him only if we need him. We're going to try Lanzini in behind the striker again with Payet out wide. We're going to bring Carrillo back in for Antonio, who struggled. Gortzka's going to get his first start alongside Chiate. Medine, like I said, is coming in. Cresswell did not impress me last match, so Medine's getting his chance. Reed, Ogbonna, Vanderveer, and Butland do retain their places, and hopefully we're going to come away with a victory. And here we are, the Bowling Ground, looking to see our first victory of the season as long as we start to put in a good performance. Let's see what Crystal Palace is working with in their lineup. Speroni, Wardan, Semikaya they've brought in, Suar, Ledley MacArthur, Zaha, Sacco. Bojan has come in from Stoke City, and Connor Wickham up front. So decent attacking lineup. Carroll, great strike. Forces Speroni into a really good save there on the counter. I think that's how we're going to have to hit Crystal Palace in this match. Payet, if he can get on the ball. Oh, he does. Dimitri to the byline, draw it back to Carroll. Andy! This is just sickening. What a save from Speroni. Chiate straight at him. The goalkeepers against us are next level. Gortzka, that's a good tackle. If we can win away, Carrillo has. Lanzini, stay with it. Oh, Payet. Somebody. Chiate. Finish. Oh, my God. Payet. We scored. Jimmy Payet. That is a pinball goal if I've ever seen it. But who's the man on hand? We've got Payet. Dimitri Payet. Lovely finish. I don't know what was happening here, but in the back of net's all that matters. Our first goal in the Premier League this season. Oh, that's a lovely pass through. Thankfully, Butland stops the first-time shot. Lifted in low for Carroll. Oh, instead it's gone to the back post towards Payet. It was nearly an own goal. That was wild. Oh! From the throw-in, they absolutely messed it up, but Carroll was saved well by Speroni. Butland with a good punch. Oh my God, that is just a... Who was that, Gale? That's the most sickening strike I've ever seen. Punching from 28 yards on the volley with Butland out of the goal. Alright, triple change. Dybala's coming on, Morales is coming on, Obiang's coming on for some of our lower fitness boys, and just to hopefully give us a spark, maybe we can get that winner late on here. Carroll! It's Speroni! And there's the final whistle. We throw away a 1-0 advantage where we dominated the match yet again. And we're still looking for our first win in the Premier League 3 matches in. Once again, we dominated the match. 12 shots, 7 on target. They had 4 and 3. And yet we still can't come away with the victory because of a punch-in wonder strike. Man of the match from FIFA was Payet. I thought he was very good on the wing. I thought Gortzka was very good. I thought Medine was very solid. My man of the match is actually going to go Medine. I thought he was fantastic. We'll go second man of the match going to Payet, and 1 point to Leon Gortzka. I thought played very well in addition. And we see that we've gotten Gabriel, who behind the scenes I decided to make a loan offer for a striker, Gabriel from Santos. They're not sure if they want to sell him, so they're declining to do business for a 6 million future fee option. I'm going to bump it up to 7 mil future fee. Actually, we'll go 6.5. They're not sure if they want to sell him. They'll loan him, but let's see if we can get that. If not, we'll just loan him in. And as you can see, they've declined to do business yet again. I guess we'll just go on a straight loan. He's a player that I definitely do want to try out, so let's submit a loan 1 year. If we can bring him in, maybe we'll get him next season. Alright, so we do come into a Capital One Cup matchup with Ipswich Town. You'll see Aaron Cresswell actually playing against his former club. He will be back in the starting lineup here. We're going to completely rotate our team before we head into an Arsenal match in 3 days' time, which means Oxford and Tompkins will be pairing up at the back. We have Iorfa at right back, Randolph's in goal, Noble and Obiang will be in central midfield. Ceballos, we're going to try him out behind the striker, see how he does. Valencia and Antonio will be on the wings with Sacco up front. Big matchup. Need a win here, something to just get us off on the right foot before we go back to the Premier League. Well, Ceballos wins the ball away. Sacco, if he can get off to a good run here. Finds Ceballos. Lovely dribbles. Danny, finish it! Oh, God! I'm so sick of these super keepers. Why is that a foul? He got the ball. Ipswich free kick in a dangerous area. It's the former West Ham man, Freddie Sears, and he scored against his former club. Unbelievable, and we're 1-0 down to Ipswich. That is just an unbelievable quick reply. Obiang with the fantastic chest control and little volley in. Valencia made that by scooting past his man. Look at this, just paced by Valencia to burn. Whips a nice ball in right to the chest of Obiang, and it's just a sublime finish, 1-1, just like that. Ceballos wins it away. Sacco, if he can finish it. Might play it back to Ceballos. Ceballos, no, but Sacco on the rebound. Diafra, he's trying to make his way back into the starting lineup, and he's going to do a good job with a nice poacher's instinct goal like that. It's a great ball to Ceballos. Unfortunately, his first shot was stopped, but Sacco on hand to just tap the rebound and take a look at it. Lovely link up by the two of them. Ceballos with a great strike and Sacco's simple finish. Oh, it's a terrible giveaway. Sacco. Ceballos, he can't score again. What a save from the keeper. Valencia to dip it in towards the goal. Free header, Pedro Obiang. That's his second of the night. Lovely ball in from Enner, and they link up yet again. That's Enner's second assist, Obiang's second goal. They've been together. It's a great ball in. Free header from Obiang from about 7 yards. He's not going to miss from there, and it's 3-1. Oh, Cresswell's been absolutely smoked again. Cresswell starts it off again by getting absolutely torched on the left-hand side. I don't know what he's looking at. The through ball goes right past him. He's smoked behind, and eventually they work in the box and make it 3-2. Sacco, he's got Aldair in. Can he finish his first goal as a hammer? Leandro Aldair. The youngster, 17 years of age, he comes in and he puts the tie away, makes it 4-2. Sacco plays him through, and Sacco's had a masterful game. Great ball in. Aldair's through. All he has to do is curl it in the far corner, and he does that with these. Great finish, 4-2, and we should be through to the next round. Oh, he's giving it away to the keeper, and Sacco's going to tap it in. 5-2. Poor play by the goalkeeper, and Diafra Sacco, unlike Lanzini in the previous match, doesn't miss the net. He smacks it in the back of the net, and it's all over. And there it is, the full-time whistle. And we made no mistake today, much like Sacco in front of goal. No mistakes were made. 5 goals. An unbelievable performance. Our first competitive win in England now this season. And we hope to take that into the next episode, because we will have Arsenal in the Premier League to lead things off, so we need to keep it up. And if we look at the match facts, I mean, we had 14 shots, 9 on target. Ipswich, for their own credit, had 9 shots, 5 on target. Randolph, like I said, played very, very well. And man of the match, no question, Moose's mighty hammer. Diafra Sacco's going to get all 3 points. 2 points are going to go to Danny Ceballos, who I have to note was unbelievable. Playing him behind the striker, he looked very, very good. We're playing against lower competition, but he was very solid. And then 1 point does go to Enner Valencia. Created 2 goals, played unbelievably. I might even link it. We'll say Valencia and Obiang each get a point because they were both solid. Valencia assisted on both of Obiang's goals. And so that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, be sure to leave a like. It really does help the channel out, and I appreciate it to let me know that you're enjoying the content. Subscribe if you are new. Be sure to comment what you think we should do in the final days of the transfer window. If there's anyone else you want me to take a look at. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.
Like we always do at this time. I got to shine.